Hi guys, I hope you're doing well and taking good care of yourselves. Today I want to talk to you about Balenciaga. But first I want to acknowledge the 210 of you. I think it's 210 now. Yes, last time I checked. Thank you very much because your presence helped me and motivate me to continue sharing videos. Today I want to talk to you about Balenciaga. Recently Balenciaga has been found to have put in their ads some really questionable content, documentations, children, the way they're posed and so on and so forth. I don't want to share any of those on my channel because I love kids. I can't stand people taking advantage of children regardless of the situation. So I'm not sharing that on my channel. And that is why I'm passionate in talking about this, because kids are innocent, shouldn't be used in any way, shape or form by any big giant corporation, especially in this manner. So I'm going to put in my 2 cents. Now, something you don't know about me, I actually studied fashion. I studied fashion in school, in college. I was supposed to go to London College of Fashion, but something happened that I'll be talking about in another video as the reason why I didn't go. With my experience in fashion, I'm going to give you my 2 cents to what I see that Balenciaga's doing. Also, my experience in marketing, doing video treatment, music videos for myself, other people, having to take requirements and present something, or even give requirements in order to get something back, like that ad. I've been in the situations where I've commissioned people to do things. As I've said to you in previous videos, this channel is for me to open your eyes to certain things that's happening in the world today. Taking the case of Balenciaga, for example, they are now trying to file a lawsuit. I'm not too sure if it's legitimate, but they're trying to file a lawsuit to the artist who took the pictures of the ad for the damages of what the ad has done. However, I'm here to tell you, as somebody who has commissioned someone to do something and has been commissioned by others to do something, this is the whole process. If I wanted an ad done, what I will do is I will contact the photographer or artist and I will tell them exactly what I want to be presented in this ad. I'll tell them the motive for the ad. If there are products that I am selling as a fashion brand, I'll put the products that I'm selling first in the beginning of the ad, so closer to the camera, right? So we then focus on the point of view. So the attention is going to go to the center and then to the side. There's a whole scientific thing when it comes to mapping out the flooring of a retail store. You can do this with pictures or ads where you believe someone will look at first. You can put your most expensive items there. So with this in mind, I will give a full detail of exactly what I want in my ad to the artist or cameraman. During the whole process, I may have to pay a deposit just to get the guy going. Maybe I may not, depending on how much money the guy has to do what I require. What I need is important. As the client, his job or her job, the artist or the photographer's job, is to please me. If they want to add any input, they need to run it by me and I need to approve it. So if you add anything in there that I haven't mentioned in the beginning, you need to now sell it to me. You cannot expect me to now pay you more money and you give me something I haven't asked for. There are some people and some charlatans like that. I've been duped myself. But this is not about me. This is about the situation at hand. The situation at hand is there are some grotesque things that have been placed in an ad and Balenciaga has published it. Balenciaga is now doing his $25 million lawsuit, claiming not to know what in the heck is going on and how this person did this and they didn't approve of it. I would like to debunk that if I haven't done so already. Like I said, Balenciaga would have given the requirement. The guy or the girl would have made sure they fulfill this requirement. Not only do they have the requirement detailing what they want to show, they will also detail their intentions behind what they want to show, so that this comes out in the artwork. As far as I'm concerned, when it's just me doing it, I have the last say, but we go back and forth with a few revisions, right? So they come back to me, maybe add their own input, come and sell it to me as a pitch. I say yes or no. Remember, I am always approving each step before it gets to handing it to me. Each step of the ad, I have an input, okay? So I believe the artist, the photographer, would have been going back and forth with somebody in Balenciaga who would have approved of all of this. The artist would never, ever tell the client what the client wants. I've had someone do that to me and I've never used them again. When it comes to commissioning the work, receiving the work, giving the ideas for the work, this would have only come from the client, which is Balenciaga. I want to open your eyes onto something, because not only do they claim that this artist did this thing, or this photographer did this thing, they claim it not to be any part of their business at all. But if you take a closer look, with my fashion sense, I can tell you straight away, most of Balenciaga's clothing is oversized. If you look at the runway, it's oversized. The models look like kids wearing big clothes. Look at the clothes that they sell in, the big old boots. Everything is oversized. Which human? This is the question for you. When in your life, right, because everybody has been through this, have you had to wear bigger clothes? Once again, when in your life have you ever had to wear bigger clothes? I'm talking about mandatory. Every single one of us has been through it. And I'll tell you when it is. It's when you were younger, when you was a toddler, when you was a child. You were put into oversized clothes so you can grow into it. You was put into oversized clothing so you can grow into it. An adult has no business wearing oversized clothing. We don't need to look like kids. And if you take the paperwork in the ad seriously, who would want everybody looking the same, whereby you couldn't tell a difference between an adult and a child? I think those people that those letters pertaining to. So what is Balenciaga really doing? Are they really going to keep saying they had no idea? You're doing oversized clothing for what reason? They don't look cool. If it's not raining, why are you selling Wellington boots? Wellington boots? Do you guys even know what Wellington boots are? They're for the rain. Kids jumping in the rain wear Wellington boots. Everything about Balenciaga screams at me as a fashion student. These are oversized clothes. They're making people look like kids. If you look at the models are really thin. Very, very thin. And the clothing is way too big. These things you usually just find on a catwalk and never in the streets. But what has Balenciaga done? They have oversized everything, making people wear really, really baggy clothes as if they are going to grow into it. So, did Balenciaga know what was inside the paperwork? Know what was inside the ad before it was commissioned? Are they really in bed with the people that's on those paperwork? Think about it. Will you decide? I find it funny that people want to cancel someone for saying something. A Dave Chappelle for telling a joke. A Kanye West for including himself into Judaism. Meddling with kids, they're still here. If Balenciaga stays, I don't want to hear anything else about cancel culture, because I'm going to bring this up every single time. I hope you take care of yourself. I'll see you in another video.